You're not going to create an octoroon with black people. You're not going to create a half black and half. They might be light skinned, but
I
they
promise you.
No, that's but Zion, that's the definition of mulatto.
If somebody can debunk
that's the definition of mulatto, bro. I have a mulatto means.
Does not just mulatto means half horse, half mule. So wait,
we know that it's people. We know that it's people in this back chat that are mixed with white and black parents.
Yeah,
that's mulatto.
It doesn't come out like that. They still have the same DNA as the parent, the two parents. To be a mulatto, one person has to be white. One parent has to be white and the other has to be black. That is,
or it could just be a different race. You could make with an Asian and make a mulatto baby.
That is not the science, bro. That is not how
you can make with an Asian or a chick from Scotland and that baby gonna come out mulatto.
No, it's not mulatto. Mulatto simply means half black, half white. If you're light skinned and both of your parents are black, your little light skinned gene might have jumped, but that does not make you any different from your siblings, meaning that your DNA is still black. You're still considered black, even though that doesn't make you mulatto. Just being light skin is not mulatto. It's like red bone. That's why we use that term, like red bone. You know what I'm saying? Because you could still have two dark skinned parents and have a lighter skinned child. Does not make them mulatto. Mulatto means one parent is white and one parent is black. That's what that means. Half horse, half mule. Which one you want to decide the mule is, and which one is the horse is up to your you know what I'm saying, subjective mind.
There's a difference.
It's actually a derogatory term. It means half horse, half mule.
There's definitely a difference between being mixed and being light skinned. Africa comes in all shades.
I keep telling them that all shades existed.
I'm not Haitian or right. Oh, shit.
No, I don't want to debate that, Ivory. I stand corrected. If I was wrong, I was wrong. But I did do my research. Oh, no. Because I don't go off feelings. Like I researched it. You were right. And that further proves my point that the Haitians copied from Olodumare and made a serpent deity. Because who's a serpent deity in the Holy Odum? That comes out of Ogun, which is the cosmic black man. That's the big O, who is a serpent-like deity. Hold on, who's a serpent-like deity that comes with a rainbow aura called a Shea. And who helped them carry that? Ishe.
You gotta look up the Oyo and the Dahomey. All the Ifa and Voodoo really are.
They're the same.
It's the same thing. That's why I said it's just different lineages.
So if you don't care about the African side of it, then you don't care about it at all. Because they both.
It ain't even like that.
No, I'm not saying you understand anybody.
Right. Damballa, like in hate, like that's in Africa, Damballa wasn't used for a lot of war and shit. But in Haiti, Damballa was used for war. That could be two different aspects of the same deity. Like that's like motherfuckers can be androgynous. If you in Ifa, you know a lot of Orisha are androgynous. Like they can be male and
yes. They could be. They don't have no sex.
You feel me?
They could be anything.
It's all about the manifestation. Right. It's all about the man. Like the Haitians probably needed Damballa for some serious shit, but over in Africa, they more so chilling. So it's more so a nurturing.
Right. They was just we were all happy in Africa and all over the world until we did one set thing. We start teaching other people our ways, and then we stop teaching it to our babies. And that's why even me, I had to relearn it because my parents don't even know it.
It's really a plan, though. That's why I'll be telling people, bro, black people really set this shit up how it is right now. Motherfuckers think the white man is in control.
He did this to us. We stopped teaching our kids, and we could see this when you look at people's households and you see which kid is the smartest and which one's the dumbest, that's because somewhere down the line, either that kid can't retain the information or the parents just didn't teach it like they taught the other kids. So now you're crippling the bloodline.
Generation go past.
Well, you're going to make it difficult because they're going to have to go around other kids and speak and debate and come with knowledge and this, that, third. And if they don't got it, man, because these kids nowadays research everything. They refuse to be ignorant. I mean, they get a little wild, a little drugs, but they're very intelligent.
They need to be taught about the right shit. It need to be more people out here to guide the youth. That's really what it is.
Really? Like, for real, we're the elders now, so we got to do it. Okay. I was just talking to 19, 21-year-olds telling them different ways how to navigate, woo. But like all the elders, we should be like anybody that's over 35, 40, this, that, and the third, y'all should be teaching me so then I could pass that to them so we can make this easier on everybody. Why are we hoarding information and trying to take it to the grave? We're going to die.
Nothing to teach, gang. That's the reality of where we live. A lot of people don't have nothing to teach, bro. Our people have been crippled for a long time. So a lot of our elders don't have nothing to pass down, gang.
That's true, but we got some beautiful, smart elders in these back chats, man, that I met. Like even a lot of them on the phone.
Elders are doing the work for sure.
So it's like yeah, like so I feel like we should create something outside of everything, outside of sharing information, debating, woo. We should create somewhere an elder picks a semi-younger person that's like between like 34 to 28, and then that person goes and they just go, start speaking to the youth and doing things. Shit, and I think that's how we like, because we already got black banks, we already got people with money, so we don't need banks and money and community centers and this and the third. We really need like our people to get active in these communities with these babies, man. If we was active in these communities with these babies, Chicago wouldn't be what it is.
What community do we have though? We need some shit.
I'm talking about go really talk to them people and really like build, hear their story, and then like we could talk to you. We can go in these communities and we can spread love, show love, listen to the story, see how it got there, and then like we could just fix it. You're not gonna fix it 100% because the rest of the work is up to the individual.
As a collective, we need to do something for ourselves.
Yes, I heavily agree.
That's what it is. And people, it's up to the individuals within the collective to try to stir the collective to go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta lead the sheep. Sheep ain't just gonna go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell them, come here.
I agree, man. I agree. But you know what? But Bud Crawford proved it, man. He proved it. It's a new day and age. He proved it. He proved that all these stories I was hearing in this back chat about the bigger if you
yeah. I mean, boy.
and look, Ruben, he was wearing African colors. Beating Camelo to pieces.
I knew it was over when it came out to the Desperado theme song, Karen and Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. Like Boosie said, retire, bud. You don't got nothing else to prove. Retire. That's a hell of a way to end your story. Go ahead. I don't mind debating that topic, but can me and Kenny debate something serious first, and then we can get to that one? Well, I know that he likes politics, so I want to prove that we don't need politics anymore. We don't need to vote anymore. I'll take that position. And I ain't been voting for the last 12 years, but I have voted before, so I seen what it does, and it ain't shit. So I'll take that position that we don't need to vote anymore. And he can take the position that we do. And I really do believe we don't need no more. And if y'all look at and if y'all the topic that I want to debate to Corey on is an interesting mix between what Anu said, but I still want to debate on the origins of biology is better. The origins and the creation stories in biology science is better than the origin and creation stories and how things in the Bible.
Oh, cool, Doc. Bro. James can say what he wanted to debate on.
Oh shit, let's go.
Me? Shit. The black woman is God. We could debate on that.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I ain't heard. I've heard that in car. I've heard that in car form, Paul form, young king. But I ain't heard nobody really want to debate that. Black woman is God. Uh-oh.
That's gonna be a good debate.
That's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one right there. I gotta hear that one.
You know that the placenta in the womb that protects the baby, you know that comes from daddy, right?
You got a challenger.
You know that comes from daddy's that daddy, right? That sack
That's what you're made to do, bro. You're made to protect.
You want to take them on it?
That is the most ridiculous freaking daggone assertion. Are black men and women divine? Both are divine, but to say the black woman is God is lesbian and LGBT culture.
And it comes from the Wabu, which is New York. That's the first place I heard of that. Ooh.
Yeah. It's yoni worship.
Yeah. Yoni worship. We could aka vagina worship.
Okay.
Yep. Do I? I'm trying.
I think that'd be good. You should do it. School to your
Yeah. You know, I mean, spit your spiel, and I.
Are you saying that placenta is solely from the father? Is that what you're saying?
Placenta is the father.
Okay, so look in the back chat. That's absolutely not true. It's not true. But go ahead.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me see. Let me see what you got. You might. I mean, I could stand corrected. Let me see what you got here.
I didn't really want to do that.
Not solely from the father.
It's physically impossible for us to be solely from the father. It's in the woman's body.
No.
But no. Because when those sperms go to our egg, I see where he
information brings DNA.
So it makes a best place, like how spiders make webs.
Not saying that the
it says it's a combined organ, brother.
From the mother.
Combined organ. With a significant contributions from the father's genes.
Significant contributions from
contributions means more.
Right.
I'm not debating
significant.
That.
Thank you. That's what
I highlighted that.
You said solely.
Okay.
So that's a big difference.
I'll retract that slightly. It is significantly more the father.
I said you were made for protection.
Okay.
That's why Zion is my nigga lawyer. I'm just letting y'all.
Even in the womb, bro, you're protected.
Zion,
why can I just be your lawyer? I have to be the nigga lawyer.
Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with being a protector?
I have nothing. Who said anything was wrong with it?
Yeah, nobody.
And actually, we play more roles than that. So that is a primary role. Women are also protectors in various ways.
Of course.
Because if a man was a woman and a baby freaking daggone was being threatened, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, mom's freaking daggone protective daggone instincts would click on no less than a father's would. You know what I'm saying? I've seen black women freaking daggone knock out fucking goddamn grown ass men to protect their children. So I think that some of these broad statements are all rhetorical and not really based in, and just like my little statement about solely. So just like that, me saying solely, I was corrected. You know what I'm saying? Same way, we're making a broad statement about the roles of gender. And I think we're making too many broad statements, especially when you say black woman is God. The term God is a masculine. You know what I'm saying? Is she a goddess? Is she divine?
What does God mean?
No, how do you say it's masculine when an entity is genderless?
Okay, so when we
Genderless.
say, but that's not how human beings
God is a
interpret that
title.
term. The word
Well,
God,
human beings pervert a lot of shit, but an
talking about
entity
I'm talking
is
about
definitely
language
genderless.
and culture. Within language and culture, the term God
Mhm.
is a masculine. Okay, it's
That's
like
a man-made.
and
That's
what
a man-made
culture though?
assumption.
but
And
that's
what
what,
culture?
no, it's not a man-made presumption.
That's
It's a
man.
What
How can you
culture?
say it's masculine when entities are
it's a
not
man-
even? There's no gender.
it's
Where are you getting it
man.
from?
What
No, no,
culture
no.
are you talking
Who
about?
Are
says
you
it?
talking about patriarchy saying that?
Okay, let's go back to the root of the word and the culture.
I think he's
Yes,
saying
let's
that
go.
there's a feminine
Let's go to
counterpart
the root
named
of the
Goddess.
word.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
go to
In
the
the
root of
language,
the word.
So if you read the Bible in Genesis, it's definitely a strong indication of multiple gods, not just one,
yeah, that's
right?
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, we agree on that.
And we also have to understand we're under the patriarchal system. So of course you guys are going to say it's masculine, but how is a spirit entity that is genderless
Right.
solely upon either female or male?
All right,
That's
so-
why.
so-
That's why Afi said years. I'm gonna let y'all finish, but Afi said this years ago that's why those spirits are formless because they don't
Y'all
take
having two
on. They
different
only take on
arguments.
our
I mean,
thing.
I'm
Y'all
just
having
trying to
two
figure out
different
how do we come up
arguments.
with that? That's something that man came up with, right? Because that's not really true, is it?
No, you arguing the
I respond to
existence of God. He's arguing the word that man made,
Right.
which is
So-
God, as a masculine term.
now watch this, please.
Y'all
Listen.
arguing two separate things.
Yeah.
Please listen.
Okay.
So in the Judaic, right, we are in Judaism it's henotheistic, so there are multiple gods. However, when you go to what is called the Most High, El Elyon, it can be thought of as genderless from a humanistic standpoint. However, it is a force that is emitting, or it is what they call projecting, right? And it does not receive. So when the spiritual side, when you say spirit, you're saying like ruach, which is a feminine.
Ruach.
The feminine is coming from or emanating from that. It can receive and it can project. But the one,
came back to, bro.
when one receives in Judaic thought, the receiving spirit is a feminine, and the projecting, the major projecting force that doesn't receive, just simply projects like light, is considered a masculine, not in a sexual gender, but in the nature of how it it gives or receives. So yes,
The Mother Earth is a feminine, right?
right. Yes,
Mother Earth
because
is
it receives.
right.
Yes, it receives.
And you do
so
know,
there's-
you do realize femininity, everything's coming back into the matriarch because matriarchy, femininity has hid for so long because of the fear of masculinity, right?
Don't let them trap you
Then
in
there's this
Judaic
thing
thought.
called
Then we
contraction.
have trees. We have trees that are in the
We gotta
masculine right
move
now,
on
but it's
from this
beginning to go back
conversation.
into
It's
the
about to go
feminine.
left.
We have this thing called contraction. So when the feminine receives from that giving force, that El Elyon receives
El
from that,
Elyon.
it then contracts and something comes from it. Something neither masculine or feminine, or
Hate the
something
debate,
bursts
bro.
from it. And so there is a masculine giving force, a feminine receiving spirit, and then that receiving spirit contracts to create. That's why we see in Genesis, you know what I'm saying, God spoke and let there be light. That's projecting, and things were formed.
Where did
And
that
then the
projection come from?
spirit
Well,
hovered
how do we know
over
that's
the face
masculine?
of the deep.
If
And
it
then
was
that's
multiple
when things
gods.
were starting to form.
God said, "Let
Contraction.
there be light." That was
Right.
projection force. Where
That's
did that force
projection.
come from?
That's projecting.
That force didn't just come from anywhere, gang. You
Well,
got it.
I'm not
You got it backwards.
arguing that. I'm just
We got a
pointing out
yin and
the difference
yang.
between
Backwards.
masculine and feminine.
Just take the
Oh,
debate,
you
and we
guys
can get into the
this is
deep
what
side of
happens,
it.
man.
I
That's
said the
why
black
under
woman
my
is God. You
that's
said
why my
Well, that would
understanding
be a
would be
great
you would
topic to debate on,
Yeah.
honestly.
And
that's why my understanding was you would need both because we live in under a concept of duality.
yes.
You can't
Right, yin and
Yes.
yang,
both to
exactly.
what?
Right. So in that sense, like so in the sense, like even with the Trinity, it says, you know, God the Father is not God the Son, and God the Son is not God the Holy Spirit, or the Holy Spirit, or the, you know what I'm saying, the Mother Spirit, that Ruach. But All three together are God. So without, it's like without the woman, I lack my divinity, my masculine
Do you
divinity.
know?
She lacks her feminine divinity without her counterpart. That's why when Adam and Eve were put together, they were.
I got a question.
Man couldn't be alone, right? It was not good for man to be alone.
I got a question.
Okay.
Right? Well, can I finish my statement before you start interjecting your question? Because I didn't even put the period on.
Hey, I dropped a link in the back chat.
You've been talking for a long time, but you can go ahead, bro.
So in that essence, so that's why man required woman, woman required man. So together they are divine. You know what I'm saying? They are able to produce and create life, right? And so that makes their divinity. So goddess, God, goddess, and then God child. You know what I mean? This is a simple freaking daggone logic. Not to anthropomorphize penises and vaginas on each of them, or worship that vagina or phallus.
A woman can impregnate herself.
Those
Did you know that?
Yeah. So that's.
Did you know? Did you know that a woman can impregnate herself?
Hell no, we don't.
No, we don't know that.
Well, that was a long time ago.
That's not true, brother. Afi used to think like that. That's pseudo, brother.
Not a mammal.
Weren't women goddesses worship first before male deities?
Mammal.
But Bantu, that don't mean that women can impregnate themselves with bone marrow. Come on, man. Or looking at the sun.
I'm saying, like,
hold on.
Y'all said
how did you
the original woman was God? I mean, that was the old ancient world concept at one point in time. First, before there was a masculine.
No. You can't prove. You cannot show me that a teaching is saying that the woman impregnates herself.
I can show you, bro. It's a scientific fact. It's a scientific.
Are you saying women, human brother?
Are you saying?
Break it down for him, James. Break it down for him.
Brother, are you saying that the egg is alive before the zinc explosion?
It's absurd.
Checkmate. Naga.
Sheer absurdity of that.
Yeah. No. That's insane. I want to see you bring that out. And Bantu, you can help him. You can be his research partner.
This is science, bro. Just research the mitochondrial Eve gene, bro. Now, what I'm not saying is she can't make a male.
Man, I ain't about to help him out with that. I ain't agree to that shit.
Let him out.
She cannot make a male, but she can. It's basically like cloning herself. Basically, they can only make females, but she need to make another male. To make a male child, she needs another man. But that's what I'm saying.
So it sounds like
it's one mic. Neo is speaking. Hold on. Let Neo go ahead.
I was just gonna say the mitochondrial Eve gene is not dealing with women reproducing with themselves. That would be parthenogenesis, and there is no scientific evidence of humans ever doing it.
Who wants to take the debate and get the answers to y'all questions, bro? Because I'm not finna tell you my sauce and then you try to work an argument.
You want a three-way? Then? You versus Zion and Neola?
I don't need to debate that. I'm not
hey, bro, you can grab 200 scholars like King James, bro. Like, it don't matter who you get.
King James is not a scholar.
I said you can get.
And first of all, King James ain't black. He's Scottish.
This is exactly why y'all lose.
And he's a tyrant.
You don't want 200 scholars.
I didn't call King James a scholar. I said you can grab 200 you can grab 200 scholars like King James.
Brother.
You say like. Oh my goodness.
Brother, are you aware that the brightness of the zinc explosion determines the health of the baby?
Speaking.
This nigga chatting.
See? Here we go.
Who's gonna take the debate is my question, bro.
That's what I was.
That's not what debate. I mean, we can have
about debate.
I'm open to have that discussion. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too subjective. I like to stick to objective matters. You know, something we can prove factually. You know what I'm saying? I was just like
to be the devil's advocate.
I'm just asking. Are you aware that the brightness of the zinc explosion determines the health of the baby?
Right.
What does that have to do with the argument, though?
Oh yeah, when
that because basically that subliminally proves Zion's point, right? Even though y'all are talking about it and setting up a debate about it, that proves his point that
about what?
that basically the woman. It proves his point.
Look, because the zinc explosion happens the moment the sperm penetrates the egg. Without the sperm penetrating the egg, there is no zinc explosion.
Yes, so the woman, so that defeats your argument of the woman impregnated herself.
To make a long story short, life begins with a flash of light. God is light. Light is electromagnetism and the fullness thereof. Men are not God, neither are women.
Oh God.
Thank you. Facts.
So do y'all believe y'all were women, y'all were girls first before y'all became boys?
Say that again.
Do y'all believe that the embryo was girls first before it became a boy?
Yeah. Well,
no, we don't believe that the first 2 trimesters we were.
Right. So
okay, I just want to make sure because a lot of men argue that. So I'm just saying.
However, it is actually the mother's womb that begins to gestate much more in a much more difficult, harder fashion when it has a male child in its womb. When it begins to develop as a male, the woman's womb actually goes into overdrive. So actually she puts more nutrients, more of her body into making a male than she does a woman.
That's why you could tell when a woman, that's actually facts. That's why you could tell when a woman is having a boy, her belly drops. When she's having a girl, it drops, but not as much.
Right. The womb goes into overdrive.
And it's scientific. Hold on, real quick. And it's scientifically proven that more women have died giving birth to boys than girls.
Boys. Right. I was going to say that because it's trying to produce the most genetically fit, the most strongest, the most poignant masculine inside of her womb because she wants her genes to be passed on. That male is extremely important. She can produce 12 females with ease, but that one male is going to suck her dry so that she can try to produce the strongest male so that he can get out there and reproduce and make stronger genes himself. So the male to the woman's womb is more critically important in its gestation.
My last point is without that flash of light, you ain't got no embryo.
I'm back. Yep, overdrive. That's why women are usually more sick, or they go through more morning sicknesses and stuff when they're having a male.
Now go ahead. Go ahead, little brother.
That ain't true.
Look it up.
I see what it's called.
More energy into the male. It's easier for her to produce a female.
I got 2 boys and 2 girls, and I was just as sick with all of them.
It's easier for her to produce a female. You're not helping yourself, bro.
Say that again. I ain't catch that.
I said, of course, it's easier for her to produce a female fool. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. You're not a geneticist.
What?
Do you know? Do you know who determines the sex of the baby?
The males. That's what I said earlier. The males.
If you were listening to me, I said,
what's up, Ruben?
I said when a female impregnates herself, she
bro.
Chilling.
She needs a male.
You're killing yourself.
I'm saying, Afi said this earlier that the male and females in all of the races are not only in the woman's eggs, they're in the black man's sperm too. That's why we can have sex with all different type of races and keep creating the black race.
Prove what you're saying.
What you mean? Prove it. We're the product of it. We are everybody on this phone is the product of it.
I'm about to be right back, y'all.
Start straight.
What did you say, Afi?
Everybody is a product of. Everybody. This is what I'm saying. Everybody is a product of the black man and the black woman mixing generations to generations, messing with this race, messing with that race, this, that, and the third. And if you go, that's why people don't like DNA tests. Because if you go back far enough, you're going to see that your whole bloodline has betrayed you. And the whole world was mating with each other.
It always goes back to the woman. The mitochondria always goes to the woman. That's
But
where it's
both
traced to.
male
It's
and
never
female
traced to
existed
the
at the
male.
same
It is
time.
never
Both
traced to the
male and
male,
female.
Afi. It
Both
only can be traced to
male.
mitochondria that men do not have. Women have that. Black women.
But both male and female,
But
the
men,
black
men
man
do.
and the
You
black
cannot
woman
trace
existed at the
nothing. You
same
cannot
time.
But
trace anything of mitochondria because you don't possess that. Only the black woman does.
men,
That makes no sense.
men do carry a
Our
mitochondrial
mother's
gene.
No, you
When you're
don't.
Black
tracing
woman's
something,
is
it
We
just
goes
do.
to the
older.
mother. It goes to
You
the
don't.
mother.
You do not
Look,
carry the mitochondrial
look.
DNA.
This is how the
That is
sex of the
absolutely
baby.
true.
This is how the sex of the baby is determined. The women carry the mitochondrial gene. If me and a woman procreate and I pass my mitochondrial gene to her, then the baby's going to be a girl. If I pass on my Y gene to her, then the baby's going to be a boy. That's how it works.
The facts.
Bro, so
And both male and
you're
female
telling me
sperm have X and Y we have both in us before it enters the womb.
Brother,
Right.
listen, you're telling me you possess
We get out
Niggas
now.
don't listen.
I'm gonna say this though: we do get our mitochondrial gene from our mother. We do.
Yeah,
shit.
that's facts.
You're telling me you possess.
It's purely mother. It's the mother.
Do you
When
possess
you're tracing
mtDNA?
dead bodies and stuff from years and years ago, that goes through the mitochondria of the mother, not the father.
Father has
Doing like
That doesn't lessen the position of the role of the father either.
Because it's through the mitochondria of the mother.
But like when I took my DNA test, I had a Y DNA lineage and a mitochondrial DNA lineage.
Yes, and that's always in your strand. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, when you look up like your Y haplo, you look up your Y haplo, my Y haplo is J, right? J1 M267. That mutation, that M marker, you know what I'm saying, marks the mitochondrial in my Y. Y is male. But the mom's gene for the father is also passed down. So we do have mitochondrial DNA. We just don't oftentimes pass it the same way a woman pass the mom.
We can't pass it down. We
Let
can't
me
pass it
find out
down.
you running
Even if
around
we
here with the forehand.
Right, Neo. Right, Neo. Only the women pass it down.
Right, we can't pass it down. Even if we have a daughter, we give an X chromosome, an X chromosome, just like the mom. Yeah, hold on, yeah, one mic, right? If we can't pass it down, even if we give our daughters an X chromosome, we're not passing down that mitochondrial gene. And I also went to Google AI for sake of getting rid of confusion. It's not mitochondria Eve. I asked them, is there any scientific evidence of human females reproducing alone? And it says, no, there is no scientific evidence that human females can reproduce without a male through a process called parthenogenesis or virgin birth. Human mammals require genes from both sperm and egg due to genetic imprinting, which prevents an egg from developing on its own into a viable embryo. While a few human embryos have been developed artificially in a lab without sperm, this is not a natural process for human reproduction, and true naturally occurring human parthenogenesis has never been observed.
That's right, Neil.
That
Y'all
can't
know
be.
your intelligence come from your mama too?
This other AI overview. What did he say?
Hey, who's streaming in DMV right now?
This
everybody be
this other
quiet.
AI
Everybody be
overview just
quiet.
says there's
Who
cases.
is streaming?
There's
Who's
cases
streaming this
where it
call
has been
in
done. I'm gonna
DMV?
put a article in the back, bro.
Who is streaming this call in the DMG YouTube channel?
All right, yo, I put the shit in the back.
There are cases.
Who's
streaming?
Who
I
is
don't know.
streaming this on DMG chat on DMG's YouTube channel?
Not me.
I don't know.
It's
I'm
crazy,
looking
man.
at my StreamYard right now. I can never have his.
Hey, it's okay. It's
I'm not-
okay because we having a good
That was a
build
good
and facts
question,
is
Silk,
being
but
proven.
thanks for that.
No,
Thanks
it's
for that
not
link,
okay.
Thought. Thanks for that link, Thought. Yeah. Thanks for that link you dropped, Thought.
Hey,
Yeah,
one, before I
absolutely. I
get
was
stuff
just
up
sitting
and
here
streaming,
listening.
all right?
Niggas
Hey, hold
don't
on,
know
one
what
mic,
they
y'all.
talking
One
about.
mic. We trying to figure some shit
I can't
out.
hear you,
Yeah,
Silky.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
right? Real talk, I'm trying to do some business right now. Everybody be quiet. So either A1 or Ivory or both, one of y'all start streaming.
I'm streaming per your request, but I can never have DMG's link. Like I'm not.
All right, bet. All right, bet. I'm not accusing you. I know you good.
No,
All right, that's good. Well, you
I didn't.
got us. All right, cool. All
Yeah,
right, y'all.
it's streaming live right now on my 3 channels though.
I bet.
Okay.
Don't just drop the link back there that shows that men can pass on their mitochondrial DNA.
Rare.
All babies would be boys.
That is not what the
It
fuck
says
that
here.
says.
Well, it says here mitochondrial DNA.
I remember him
is
talking about that years ago. Facts.
It says here mitochondrial DNA is primarily inherited from the mother, so I stand corrected. As a paternal mitochondrial DNA are destroyed in the sperm shortly after fertilization. This process is due to the protein called CPS-6, which cleaves the mitochondrial DNA in the sperm, preventing it from functioning in the developing embryo. While this is the general rule, there are rare instances where paternal mtDNA can be inherited, but it is not the norm and does not occur in most cases. Thus, only maternal mtDNA is passed down down to the offspring. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Fine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? But they also say that women tend to have both of their parents, whereas the boy usually has has a larger percentage of one or the other, whether it be the mother's genes or the father's genes. A male is going to have primarily more, where they say that I think it was Robert Sapolsky from Stanford University who had spoke about how women are kind of tiger stripes. Not that they have literal stripes, but because the DNA is both father and mother in a female, you know what I'm saying, more so than in the males, they tend to look at it as stripes, you know what I'm saying, under the microscope. So women usually contain a more of a balance of both her father and her mother.
Cool.
That's interesting. I did not know that. That's my first time hearing that one.
Y'all know y'all get your intelligence from your mamas.
Do that. Don't do that. The brain is naturally intelligent. It's called nuclei. I told you I got a biology book. It's called the nuclei of a cell, which is the intelligence of the brain, which is already inside you. That's why we're nothing but baby sperm cells.
My daughter.
Google it.
My daughter.
I'm saying.
Was not an honor student, and my daughter was an honor student. So yeah, my daughter absolutely got her intelligence from me.
Yeah, my son got his.
And plus.
My music, my
Yeah.
that she got her own church.
Man, hey.
I know.
Uh,